No? Okay. This is project, as you can see right here, Project Sick 8. Okay, this is regarding my wife's car that I bought for her. It's a 1968 VW Bug. And what I want to do is show people how to build a car without breaking the bank. Meaning, doing everything yourself. Okay, I was an automotive mechanic for 15 years. I was an automotive painter for the same amount of time. So, basically what it is I bought this car. I bought this car for some guy. As you can look at it, my daughter's got the camera right now, look at it. It didn't look like this when I bought it, it was white. Okay, looks like a piece of shit. But it is. First of all, when the guy I bought it from lied to me completely. Number one, the electrical was bad. Number two, the brakes didn't work. Number three, the transmission was bad. The transmission is not bad. The transmission has loose bolts at the cone area, so that's not a problem. The problem was the electrical. The electrical was fried from here. Oh my God, move the camera. You can't see it from underneath the gas tank. The only thing that was working on the car was just the regular running lights and the regular lights in the back. There was no brake lights, no blinkers or anything like that. So how I started this was, first I did the suspension work. One of the reasons I even bought this car was because he had a narrow beam already, the engine was running, and it was a complete car. It had a sunroof. I was trying to find, I've never built a car that was not 60s earlier, meaning if it was a 64, 63, 62, I'd buy it. This is a 68. I would never even consider buying a car like this because the year is wrong. But I did some research and I found out that you can make these cars look pretty good. So I decided to buy it because it has a sunroof. That's the only reason I bought it, because it has a sunroof. And you can see the hood going through the sunroof, obviously. Right? Do we agree? Yes, okay. But the sunroof is broken, so it doesn't work anyway, so I have to rebuild that because the guy told me that I bought it from said the sunroof worked, but it doesn't. So I had to pull the sunroof out, and as you can see, the sunroof is right here on my hand. Doesn't it seem weird that the sunroof is in my hand and not in the damn roof? Yeah, because it doesn't work, so I had to take it out and rebuild it. Not only that, the guy that I bought the car from actually offered, and this is funny to me because he offered and told me if I needed any engine work to call him because he was a professional. He didn't have to build motors. So let me tell you, come on, bring the camera over.
Okay.
Anybody that knows about Volkswagen engines, which I do, focus on the motor right here real quick. Yeah.
Okay.
When you have a number one piston fire, it should be right here, closest to the fuel pump. See, he doesn't have a fuel pump. What he had, it was an electrical fuel pump. So what he did was, because he didn't know what the hell he was doing, the gear is all the way out here, which means the number one fire is on this side. So how am I going to call this guy if I need engine help if he can't even put the damn timing gear in the right place? So that's another problem. Number two, the electrical was just bad, completely bad. Like my son says, put the camera on. It sucked. See, my kids are sitting on my motorcycle right now. They're watching this video
the electrical
as we go.
None of it was in the right.
Okay, but I will tell you what was good about the car. Number one, it was a complete car. Meaning everything is there. The hood is on the hood. The hood is on the hood. Meaning it's on the roof because it's no good. It's crap. It's the wrong hood for a 68 and it doesn't fit right. It's all bent. It's just wrong. But it has low back seats, which is a plus because they're not high backs. So basically what I'm trying to teach you guys here is this is a video on how to build a car without breaking the bank. What he said. You hear that little burp?
Yeah.
Without breaking the bank. So, I'm going to teach you guys, if you guys follow me on YouTube, I'm going to show you guys how to do the brakes, electrical, body work, paint from start to finish, and how to make a cool car without killing your budget. We agree?
Yes.
Okay. So this is what we're going to start with. Number one. This car was crap when I bought it. The guy likes me. I want to put him on blast. His name is, I'm not going to say his name. What do you got?
What's his first name?
What first letter does it start with?
K.
Oh,
No, but just like, what's
Kevin,
his name?
Keith.
Kevin.
Some things
Kevin.
that's so
It was
nice.
Kevin. It was Kevin's own.
So there's a couple things that were good about this car when I bought it. He had a narrow beam, 4 inches,
What's that?
which means the beam was cut this way, so you can put wheels in there and make it a little bit looking cooler. It could snap it on. So what I've done so far was, since I got the car a couple weeks ago, I redid the whole brake system from front to back. My daughter, who's holding the camera, helped me, and my daughter sitting over here on my bike.
No.
My son also pumping. Yeah, everybody was pumping.
Oh, I got a burp again.
They were pumping.
Sorry, I got a burp.
So the brakes are done. If you ever use a rescue, use a rescue.
No,
We're in the middle plus. I put 2.5 drop spindles. Did the brakes. I did all the electrical. I'm going to come back and teach you guys a lesson on how to figure out electrical. If you guys don't know, let me tell you something real quick. This is how you deal with electrical. Don't keep popping fuses and keep a whole supply of fuses. If your fuses are blowing, there is a problem. The problem is you don't know what you're doing. So get a schematic and read it and look at it and study it. Just like what I did. I fixed the electrical problem in 4 hours. So now I got blinkers, running lights, brake lights, blinkers. That's done. So what I'm going to do for you guys here is I'm going to teach you guys from beginning to end how to build a beautiful car. So where we're at right now, obviously,
Oh my god.
you see there's nothing in the car. I took out the windows, I took out the sunroof, I took out the hood because it's garbage.
Oh, there's
Steering wheel is gone because I had to do that for the electrical purpose. If you guys don't know how to figure out electrical on a Volkswagen, grab one of these. You can get these free on the Samba. It's a wiring schematic. It's color coded. It's like paint by number. This wire goes here, and if this wire is not going there and it's going somewhere else, that means that's not where it should be. So you figure it out, which is what I did. So as far as the electrical goes, everything's fixed. Brakes fixed. Engine good, except for the timing gear. I have to flip it around and make it right. I talked to this guy who supposedly knew about these cars, and basically, he don't know shit. It is what it is. So what I've been doing so far, this is the first update. I've been stripping everything down to metal, and you can see this is a pretty nice piece. You can see these fenders, quarter panels, mostly all the fenders are done. So I'm going to start with the fenders, the main body later. Do not use this unless you have patience. This is stripper. And I tried it. I worked with it.
Yeah, look at how good it came
It's
out.
no good. It's more of a problem. It makes more of a mess than anything else.
Yeah.
So this is video number 1. This is where we're at. So far I got this stripped, this, that fender, I'm missing that one. So this is number 1, and this is an etch primer. So when you take anything down to metal, you gotta etch it. What I'm using right now is Rust-Oleum etch primer. But it doesn't matter.
What?
It's just plain metal. I still have to body work it, obviously. You see all the dings and dents. And it looks like crap right now.
You're practically
starting
At the end of all of this,
Yeah, the only thing I see bad right here would be this part, because it's like flattened in.
stripper here. But like I said, it's too much work. So if you can see the name on the side of the car, it's called Project 68. Meaning it's a 68 VW Bug. You can see my sunroof over there and you see no wheels. So the first thing that I had bought for this car,
You're like,
I know that I like
the first thing I bought for this car If you can look up there, put the camera up there. Those are Futches, Porsche alloy wheels. I'm gonna put those on there, but I decided I'm not gonna use them.
Why?
So I basically wasted $500.
Why are you not going to use them? That's a super soup.
All this here, just all my tools.
Come on.
All of this, do not be intimidated by all of this. If you get a wiring schematic, you can figure all of this out. This is very easy. I did it myself, but that's because I've done it my whole life, so I know. The last car I built was a 63, and I sold it to buy my house, and I told my wife that this car was for her, and it is for her. I don't know. This is edition number 1, the first edition in the series of what I'm going to make right now. So
Starting from scratch?
We're starting from scratch. We're doing this in our own garage, and I got the help, as you can see, from all my 3 kids. This is a family project. It's a sick 8 project, but it's a family project. So we're stripping everything to the middle. We're edge primary, and we're going to get to the point. Another thing, number 1, people, do not paint your cars with Rust-Oleum. Crap up here has to come off. Not only does it have to come off, there's multiple layers on this car. There's like 8, 9 layers of paint on it. So it's been taking me a long time. You can see that I'm going through this. I mean, it's ridiculous. Stripper's not working because there's too many coats. I'd have to keep coating and coating. So we're making our way. So I decided to do the fenders, the main area here, and then I'm going to sand the rest. So this is the first update. Next update will be in a couple weeks to see the progress on how it goes. And number two, before you buy a car, make sure that the dude's not lying to you about what's going on with it, because I bought this car for $1,800. I'm probably going to end up putting $18,000 in it, just because the dude lied to me. So actually, I take that back, I'm kidding. I'll do it for $800. So with $800, you're going to see a complete car, and it's going to look sick 8. And I'm going to show you I intend on it to look like.
Nice.
Sick.
And that's it. Keep you updated.
Bye.
Wait, can I say something?